Missing Titanic submarine. U.S. and Canadian teams are searching for a tourist vessel that has not been seen since Sunday. The submersible was carrying 6 people, including a British father and son and an American explorer, on a mission to explore the wreck of the Titanic. Hunter Biden charged with tax and gun offenses. President Biden's son is set to plead guilty to tax crimes and admit illegally owning a gun while a drug user. He faces up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Russia-Ukraine war. Russia has fired at rescue workers in Kherson, killing 1 person and injuring 7 others, according to Ukrainian officials. Drone and missile attacks have also been reported across Ukraine, as casualties mount amid escalating tensions. Uganda school attack. At least 41 people, mostly children, have been killed in an attack by Islamic State-linked militants on a boarding school in western Uganda. The attackers also abducted dozens of students and set fire to buildings. Carlos Ghosn sues Nissan for $1 billion. The former Nissan boss, who jumped bail in Japan and escaped to Beirut in 2019, has filed a claim in a Lebanese court against his former employer. He accuses Nissan of breaching his contract and damaging his reputation. Sudan crisis. The Foreign Office has been accused of ignoring warnings of atrocities by Sudanese security forces after the military coup in October. Charities and civil groups say the UK pursued an over-optimistic agenda of democracy first in Sudan too. Meanwhile, warring sides have agreed to a new ceasefire after fighting intensified in recent days. Tropical storm Brett. The storm is forecast to strengthen into a hurricane as it approaches the eastern Caribbean Leeward and Windward Islands. Brett is part of an aggressive weather pattern early in the season that could pose a threat to the U.S. coast. Kindergarten drugging scandal. Taiwan is reeling from revelations that more than 100 children were drugged with sleeping pills at several kindergartens across the island. The scandal has sparked public outrage and calls for stricter regulations on childcare facilities. Germany's return of sacred Kogi masks. Germany has agreed to return 34 wooden masks to Colombia that belong to the indigenous Kogi people. The masks were looted by grave robbers in the 1920s and sold to German museums. However, some experts warn that the masks may have health risks due to their exposure to pesticides and fungi. Dutch curbs on English-language university courses. The Netherlands is seeking to limit the number of courses taught in English at its universities, amid concerns that Dutch language and culture are being eroded. The government has proposed that only courses with an international focus or a clear added value can be taught in English.